Yep, I did it. About a week and a half ago I ordered it and showed up Monday. Today is Wednesday, so I've had it a couple of days. I did an unboxing video, GoPro Life. Yeah, my GoPro decided it didn't like the footage, so it kind of got rid of it for me. So I've already modified it. Got some tires and wheels on it. You guys have all seen these already, I'm sure. I got the red shock bodies because I thought they looked cool. I have the brass outer portals. I have a brass steering link. And what a drastic difference it made in how well this little booger performs. Straight out of the box, stock tires. It, it was okay, but as to be expected, especially with the portal axle setup, the center of gravity seemed a little bit high. The whole vehicle was really, really light, which made it want to flip over real easy. But I knew that going into it when I ordered it. I had a gift card for $50. Outer porter covers that, and the shock bodies on A main was 51 and some change, including shipping. So I did it. That takes a $100 vehicle and turns it into a $150 vehicle. That being said, it will flat out crush this one, which is basically stock except for aluminum wheels and J-Con tires. Other than that, stock. Seriously outperform it. It is really close to hanging with this highly modified SCX-24 with all kinds of brass, with brushless motor, with brass wheels, low center of gravity chassis, the old shooting match, that little Redcat, almost right there with it. I find that pretty impressive for a entry-level kit with just minimal amount of weight. And you don't even need to buy the fancy brass if you don't want to. I did add more weight to these front wheels. Man, it's going to be hard to do it with the stock ones that are glued, but some cheap Amazon wheels, I think those are actually Endura wheels and Endura tires, take you some solder. It's really kind of malleable. And you take your beadlock apart and you put, I used 3 turns, 1, 2, 3, around that center ring and got them all nice and compact. It slipped right in underneath the foams and weighted these front tires a little bit more. Now, I would say with the solder and the brass outer portals, I'm almost too forward weight biased now. But I had it out on the rocks. It hooks and stays planted. It's not flopping over unless you get really stupid with your line choice. So I'm tickled to death with this little thing. Redcat knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. I'm not trying to be a fanboy or nothing, but I'm very impressed with this rig. Straight out of the box. Got some pretty good flex to it. The oil-filled shocks are axial, and everybody else needs to start doing that. It makes such a improvement in the performance. Takes away all the hoppiness. Stays nice and planted. Doesn't want to unload real bad when you're climbing. Still stock gearing. I want to get the overdrive gears, but guess what? They're out of stock like everything else for these things. I was lucky to get this one when I did. I actually found it at a place called Fearless RC out of New York. It was on eBay, but this is who it was through, and it was in stock. I ordered it, and I think the next day I checked and they were completely out of stock too, just like everybody else. So if you can get your hands on one, if you've got one pre-ordered, hang in there and get it picked up. I've never bought a Redcat before. Pretty impressed. Their website's kind of cool. You can go on there and you have to download the manual, because they don't send you with a full-blown manual. They send you with a quick start guide in the box. But go onto their website, you can pop a full-blown manual. You can I was nerding out over these. You print out a little piece of paper from their site, and it's got cut lines and fold lines, and you can fold it up and make miniature scale RC boxes, so you can put it in the bed of a truck or something. Not this one because the scale's not right, but I was thinking for my tent scale stuff, this would look kind of cool in the bed of a truck. You can also print out scale garage walls. This is just one. They had a lot of them. If you were trying to build a scale garage, that's kind of cool. And all that stuff's free. They also have some free links for 3D prints. Not for this one yet, but I'm going to assume that will be coming in the future. So that would be cool too, to just go on their website and get some 3D prints for something and pop it. That would be pretty awesome. I know Josh with Harley Designs already has a 3D print interior cage roll bar thing. I think you have to lose the top, make it into a convertible. But that looks kind of cool. So people are already starting to fab things up for these. And I'm sure the rest of the aftermarket world will catch up, and there'll be more accessories and more modifications to be able to do to these. But for basically a little bit of forward weight bias put onto it, the thing works really, really well. I mean, the stock tires aren't even that bad. Just like to see a little more weight on the front ones. I might use these at a later date. I don't know. They worked a little bit. They seem to bite good. It's just when I was running them before I changed things, it threw it off. One of the other things a lot of people are doing is taking the ESC, moving it forward. I played with that. The thing I don't like about it is the body. When you have it up front, the body's literally sitting right on top of it. And I never did push the button to turn it off with the body on it, but I was always afraid if I rolled it over, something was going to push on it and shut the truck off on me. And I don't think it was really doing anything for my weight change once I already moved all the metal weight up front. So I just put it back where it was. The other one that people are doing underneath these skids, the link holes that go to the upper links, there's two positions. You can move the rear one up to the higher position and give yourself a little canted skid plate. I started to do that, and then the motor, it pushes the motor down to where it's starting to touch the front links. You can put spacers underneath the front to lift the motor back up, but it takes away two of the holes that are behind this part of the skid for the mounting. And looking at it, yes, it's angling the skid, which could be advantageous, but the front part of the skid is still hanging down low. And I was looking at its side profile, and it still just looked like a hang-up point. So I just went ahead and put it back to stock for now. And then I got one other little top secret experiment I'm going to do later. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I'm going to give it a shot. But overall, This thing gets 2 thumbs up, in my opinion. If you're looking for a mini crawler to get into, I would recommend it for sure. If you already own mini crawlers and are looking for another one, I would recommend it for sure. Unfortunately, they're hard to find right now. Heard more are going to be hitting the market in April, but don't know when. So good luck if you're hunting one. I'm certainly enjoying mine. Give us a like or a subscribe and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And we'll see you next time.